Yeah, streaming some Rimworld this morning. We got to the ship launch spot, so we're gonna go right into it. We're just gonna go right into jump into the game and plan our snowy base because I really don't know what we've got because I didn't look. Yesterday we just landed because my stream schedule got messed up because my sister got called into work for a double shift. Oh. And she works so hard too, by the way. It's like she never calls out, even when she's sick. She always picks up extra shifts. She's always changing shifts for everybody else. And she goes in early. And she comes home late. Like, she's the definition of the overachiever. And yet, every time there's a promotion that comes up, her boss is like, nah. You're
Yeah,
not leadership material. That's such bullshit. The thing is that she's so indispensable in her role that they can't afford to promote her.
yep.
Still sucks.
She's also so indispensable in her role that a 2 week notice would do amazing things.
I've said something quite similar to her before, and she just like, I can't do that.
All she needs to do is go to their competition. Since she's T-Mobile, so go to a Verizon store or AT&T or
Yep.
anything.
And be like, hey,
Put in an application. Once she's confirmed for at least the same amount that she's getting now, because at those stores they service less phones because T-Mobile has a contract with all the providers. So technically they hit all of those circuits. So she'd have less work to do with less responsibility for the same pay. So whether they gave her the job or fucked her off, she'd have an upgrade, you know?
yeah, that's a good point. What am I going to do with this area? Oh. Alright, first thing, when you get that death rest taken care of, because I didn't know she wasn't on auto death rest, so there's that. Definitely going to need a wall and supports and power and food. Oh boy. But no, you do actually have a great point. Which I will tell her. Is there power to this ship yet? Don't see a power conduit. Okay, so it means it's unpowered. Oh, okay. We've got 4 steam geysers on the map, so let's go ahead and put those power conduits, or the power down for the geothermals. 340 steel. We're mining the steel now, so that won't take very long. I lost it. There it is. Where's the other one? There it is. Okay. So that's 4 power conduits. And all of those to central point here. Yep, it's not powered. It's 2. Three connected to the, there we go. Alright, that's all 4 connected. Good. Alright, let's get some planning in. Definitely want this walled off for the moment, so let's go with probably a 3 wide wall would be perfectly sufficient. Is there 6? Alright, there. Let's see, what do we need? We need bedrooms, we need a kitchen, we need a freezer, we need a rec room, we need a dining room, we need a nutrient paste dispenser, and we need greenhouses. Then we're going to need a heat source, but good news is there's plenty of fucking wood on this base, so we don't have to worry about none of that. Let's do bedrooms first. Yeah. Rooms and pink. Keep them centralized. I've got, how many pawns do I have? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pawns. 12 pawns. And you stop that. Make sure everybody has individual bedrooms. Definitely want them ship adjacent. So let's plan for 5 by somethings. Let's see how much space we got. 38. So that's 3 wide. So every 4th. This is my favorite part of the base building process, is just get the plans out. Just figure out where everything needs to go, run the power, make sure they have enough stuff to be like very comfortable, and the rest of the rooms are going to be 11 by 11, so we're going to keep it stupid simple. But that's a good thing though. 11 by 11 by 11s. Nope. Nope. I forgot my hallways. These need hallways. Hallways in white. Rest of the rooms in yellow. Should be able to do a few 11 by 11s. And we have one room down here. Shits and gigs. Okay. Freezer, dining. Our freezer needs to have double wide walls. Three, 4 nutrient paste dispenser. And then the exterior hallway out here with a airlock. So wide hallway here. And then general storage out this way. She blocky. Definitely gonna be a blocky base, but that's perfectly fine. General storage here. I'll just have one open area all the way. Alright, so small, compact, everything exactly where it needs to be. Ship is protected. So we're gonna go ahead and get this done first. We're gonna probably have to do it all in wood at like from Jump Street, but we will change that because wood bases do not really work well in Rimworld because shit catches on fire quick. At least the bedrooms need to be done and the storage room needs to be done now. Everything else we can wait. So we're going to forbid the power for now, but everything's planned. We're going to select all of our plans for the power couplings and we're going to forbid those for the moment. Just so that way my people are working on one thing at a time. We're going to put the elephants here, so that means I need to go ahead and put zone 1 in the storage area so that way I don't have to worry about my people hauling shit everywhere. Area 1, and then we'll put them outside. But for right now, they can stay right in there. That way when they drop everything, we can just have everything dropped at one point and my people don't have to haul shit. Cut all the wood and then we'll wait for the elephants to get to where they're going. Drop all the gear, put the zone up, and well, this will land. We also landed at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so we have time to get stuff done. Yay. Was that a social? Oh, that was a social fight. We don't leave our friends bleeding on the floor, people. I don't think they listen to me. I know they don't listen to me. I'm fine. Yeah, looks like we've already got wood being done, so let's go. Let's get this in. Do I care that that's not going to be an 11 by 11? No, what's here? Why can't I put a wall here? That's probably needs these. Where's why is that under structure? Heavy bridge. Yep. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and put our zone down, have our animals drop the stuff, and then we'll move them immediately. Alright, so this storage needs to be for, right now we'll just allow all, even corpses. And I need a decom on those. Alright, let's drop our stuff. And then we have to slaughter our elephants, which is the whole reason why I brought all of them, because they're going to be our backup spare food. But we have to get the storage units done first, so that way nothing deteriorates outside. May need to wait for some of those walls to go up first before we drop all the gear. And this right here, this is the longest part, is just getting everything straightened up. Everybody's bedroom's done, everything put in. And Epsilon is going to get hypothermia if I don't have a room for him very quickly. So we're going to go ahead and do the walls for the bedrooms too. Gotta make sure we put doors in. Wait. Alright, and wooden doors. They're 4x wide, so we're not really going to have a midway, so we'll just put the doors on the bottom row. And we do have a bed ready to install and put down, so we'll put that there. There's another one here. Alright. I'm going to make sure everybody is on construct 1. That can be a good construction. We will redo everybody's priorities here in just a hot minute. I do need to drop some food before everybody gets too pissy. Drop some of that and that. I just gotta find where the pemmican's at. We may not have any left. I think we might. We may not. Drop the Sakai tea. They're going to need that very shortly. Alright, so we are completely out of pemmican. Shoot. That's fine. We can last a day until I can get some of these walls up. We do have some alpaca meat. We've got some steel. Drop the components. So we'll go ahead and get that up now. Where's the rest of my steel? Components. I saw steel. We had a little bit. Four bits of steel is not going to work. But we do have some steel on the map. So that's good. We gotta get the ground penetrating scanners down ASAP. Alright, so that's where our nutrient paste dispenser is going to be. Right there. We also need a little bit of power. Let's go wood fire generator. For now, we can put that there. That should be quick enough to attach. And we'll do a couple of really quick hoppers. Chris can't. Moss is a good builder. Lando's an excellent builder. Let's get these done. Captain is an excellent builder as well. Let's get at least some parts for some food down quickly. No, I'm gonna blight on my hay. Arg. That's fine though. That's contained. So just don't allow sowing, cut all blight, and we should be good there. Alright, come on guys. Let's get this shit done. Alright, so Binks and Lando have already got a bed. Alright, so now all we need is that. We got wood. Well, we do!
Do we?
Yes. Yes. We have how many beds? Not a
Well,
lot. 84 in storage, but we got plenty laying around. Alright, so Epsilon is getting hypothermia, so I gotta get him in a room now. Bree's working on the bedroll. And at least get him in there, and because he's the only one that is going to be susceptible to hypothermia, because I didn't finish making his parka. 3, make 4 housemaids, set owner, Epsilon. Epsilon, you get up and go to sleep. All right, good, 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 good. All right, Captain, if you will please refuel that so everybody can eat. There we go. Perfect. Now we just got to get the walls done. Fortunately, I've got daytime and nighttime babies on this map, so we should be able to get this done pretty quick. Got some major break risks about to happen, though. Everybody's not happy about sleeping on the floor this whole time. But at least everybody's got food. Alright, we've got steel. The components will be fine for a couple of minutes, but there are some bed rolls I need to go ahead and put down. Another one here. Alright, looks like that needs bridges too. I did not look at my terrain affordance. Bad Lulu. Okay, bridges there. Let us do a look at that. Alright, so it's only a couple of spots where we're going to have heavy bridges. Go ahead and get this put up. We'll have them play by the ship. Table, put that there for the moment. User being that needs to be installed as well. Install the double bed here. Alright, so those are down. I'm going to do a wooden door here and here. Wooden walls there and there. Almost got everything done. At least for the temporary. Can I get you to work on this section of the wall instead? Evans. Evan has very poor building skills. Sand though. Sand should be able to work on some of that. Alright, with the nutrient paste dispensers, we should be able to live off of our elephant meat for a long time. That's good. The next section we need to get up is the freezer section. Epsilon is a very good crafter. We'll have him work on stone bricks. Then we just reset everything. for now, since the colony wealth on this tab is so low, we shouldn't have any raids for a bit, and we still have our mechs, which will be really, really good. We also need to make sure that we get the elephants killed before they start starving, because once they start starving, they lose a lot of their meat. You know, because they're eating themselves to death.
Nom nom nom.
Yep. Nom 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 nom. That's exactly what happens. Alright, so just as soon as we get this last wall in, they should start building roofs. Yep, that's exactly what they're doing. Fantastic. Alright. Now we can drop all the gear off of our animals. Now, I hate to do this, but these elephants that have been with us for a long, long time need to be slaughtered. So, even the babies, even the pregnant mamas, they are now our food supply, which is horrible, but also a necessity. At least in this playthrough, I've never had to resort to lung pork. So.
What? You mean life needs life to live?
Yes, life needs life to live. But fortunately,
despicable.
Yeah. Fortunately, we'll get the sun, get them all butchered up, and have food. Where is my butcher table?
Genocide. Wiping out all the elephants on that planet.
Well, at least wiping out all the elephants on this map for sure. Where is? Well, I mean, I could, but they'll just respawn, so there really is no way of causing an extinction event with elephants.
Try harder.
It's not a try harder scenario. They keep repopulating.
Try harder.
Alright, so to make animals not spawn, I would have to destroy every spawnable spot on the map. There are about 1.4 million spawnable tiles. That would take a lot longer than 100 years. Even if I was just dropping the ship, which destroys a tile completely. If I dropped a ship on every single tile, that would take a lot longer than 100 years. Though, that's not a bad idea if you're going for a planet harvester run. Would that even be possible? Because you'd run out of storage space for all the loots. Though, not if you had an orbital base. Did you just give me a new idea for a series?
Did I?
Yeah.
That's a question for you.
Okay. So, alright, say we're planet harvesters. We go to a planet, we rip it of all of its natural resources, and we take it back up into space.
Still Independence Day.
Pretty much. We would be the planetary horrors. That's actually fucking brilliant. harvest everything out of the resources. So they would go down, they would harvest everything on the map, load it onto the ship, bring it back up to the orbital base, and bringing it back up destroys the map tile. That would be a long fucking run. Like, that would put my 100-year colony to shame. But it'd also be pretty repetitive. Not if you keep the endings open, though.
The different maps would give plenty of diversity. You'd almost be woke.
Damn. No, that actually sounds fucking brilliant. And I know for a fact nobody else has done a run like that. I'll have to double check that though. Radamant's done a lot of runs. Wooden door here and here. And then we just need vents to keep it cold. That's a plan, not a build. And conduit, wooden wall, cancel that, put a vent there. No, that actually sounds very doable. And also fucking fun. Okay. Alright, wooden door. These are 11 by 11, so that should have a midpoint. That one won't have a midpoint because it's there. Put the door there. Door. Doors on either side. And kitchen completely closed off. Hallway closed. Door. Wall. Okay. Wall, door. We really need to make a fire break around there, but we can do that in a little bit. And we're going to have steel walls eventually, but we need to work on that immediately. Now, 2 things I need to put down before I completely forget and fuck up. We have to have a fabrication bench.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. Where are my advanced components? I know I brought some. We'll have to look. See where they went. What's this? We don't have any. Alright. Okay. I know I have advanced components in here. They may be on somebody. They may have not unloaded it yet. Okay. If I'm missing those, that's gonna suck. Alright, let's get the rest of these built. Let's make sure we got enough.
Slurp.
Lando Binks. No, we'll have trade materials. We'll have elephant tusks and elephant leather. Shouldn't have to resort to anything else. Alright, so we can't Suckite binge and yep. We knew that was coming. They can freak out, that's fine. Indoors 12, so I don't have to worry about those going bad for the moment. Miscellaneous. I need... First, I'm going to check everybody's pockets to make sure nobody's still hanging on to the advanced components that I know I loaded up, because I can go back and look that we loaded those up. Aww. Damn it. Alright. I have noticed stuff in my caravans have gone missing quite a few times, but that's only because probably, because the game's so fucking old. I also got a lot of tabs open, which may also be the cause of that. Martinez having a daze. I want to make sure that that's still ready to go. All right. I've got beds I need to put down still, so let's go get that done. There's one there. Need to haul that urgently. And I know we have steel on the map, so I'm going to go ahead and put down vents. That's actually really a fucking good idea for another run.
On 10 years when you finish this run.
Well, it technically it's going to maybe take 10 years. Maybe. It's been a year at the halfway mark. Time will move a little bit slowly, so I'm expecting at least another year. Because we're only just at year 52 going into year 53. I'll put that guy there. That one there. Go ahead and get the chest table in. Put that there. Go ahead and get some chairs. Another one there. At least the components made it. That's the good thing. The components made it through, so I don't have to worry about components at right this very second. Let's go ahead and get the art down, so put that right there in the middle. Rest of our beds installed. All right, we're gonna install one light switch right there. All right, I want you guys get those in. Get the Psychite Teas in for sure. Psychite tea needs to go in here, and then we need to plan for where we're going to put our greenhouses. Let's see if we got any good soil. Oh, that's so bright. We got some really good soil right here. That's good. I think that's where we're going to have our greenhouses at. And we do have steel. Fucking wonderful. You know what? I am going to get out my folder and make a note about that, so that way I don't forget. I know I can always go back and re-listen to my streams for all the stuff, but I like... My handwriting is absolute shit. Absolute shit. It looks like chicken scratch. I can't help it. There's no fixing it. It's just the way I write. But I do like writing stuff down. It also helps that, if anybody ever finds my notebooks, or Jerry gets in there to see my D&D notes, she won't be able to read it either. All right. World. World Harvesters. All right. Destroy all map tiles. 1.4 million. Some of those are water tiles, so they won't count. Completely strip map. Move resources to orbital bases. Oh, that would be a faction annihilation run too.
Yep. People are resources. Gotta harvest everything.
Oh, harvest the
in
people.
days.
Oh my goodness.
Everything. All resources. People are a resource.
All resources. Uh,
We're in the slave trade now.
that's brilliant. Okay, okay.
Or maybe you're cannibals. I don't judge.
Well, no, cannibals would be one of the better ways to run with that because meat is an actual resource for those as well. Um, and there's
Yep.
also an ideology.
Slave labor force is a resource. It's in the name. So, both.
Yep. All right, so let's put this here. There and there, there, and there. Oh, gotta shrink those zones here and here. That's walls. That's walls too. Very small kitchen, but that's fine. Structure. The wall in there. Put the dividers in. Alright, that is not a beautiful base yet. We will make it much, much prettier. But it's a working base. I'll take it. We also need to get some things down quick and set up our home zone. Now, with concrete floors, one each, we've got all that steel up there. I am going to go ahead and put down a fire break on the outside. This is going to take a bit of steel, but I'm only going to do outside of the home, this home area for the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to protect our asses in case of fire, and we will have fires on this map. Okay, is it a permanent winter here? No, we have falls, winters, and summers. That's good. Alright, so we're going to set this up for storage. Clear all. We're going to go all foods. We want all animal corpses, no rotten. We'll make sure corpses are off here completely. Alright, that should work. Now we want to get these in the freeze unit as fast as possible. Alright. Now, I want Epsilon in the home area. Schedule Epsilon, you can only stay in the home area, buddy. And let's get... Did I make... Hush, can I get you to work on that parka super quick? Alright, the only exception would possibly be the stone resources. Because one, there's trillions of them. Two, it's going to be exceptionally hard to turn those into usable items. So everything but stone has to be harvested. That's all the plants, all the trees pulled up. Because you can pull up trees. Plants, trees, all of the resources, which means if we get into a mountain base, we have to strip mine it. Water cannot be collected, so it's not a resource. Everything but stone, because there's just no feasible way to store that in the game at all. It's an infinite resource. But everything else, all animals, all factions, harvestable. Animals, people, all the factions would be gone. Ooh, that means that we would have to strip mine like everything. All of the ones that have bases on them, everything that can be pulled up, everything dismantled, and then the tile will be destroyed when the ship launches. And we can use transport pods to move everything back in two. We'd have to set up the resource base on the orbital platforms completely for resource management. So that's where we'll have the Boomalop farms. That is a phenomenal Rimworld idea. I love that. And since we're going in one base at a time and setting up an orbital platform, we can have the difficulty set to a little bit higher, because we could probably run that at 500 eventually. Eventually, that one would be a full 500% run. And we're still in winter, so I don't have to worry about air cons yet. I don't have to worry about this stuff. But I do want, let's get that fire break down. We'll haul in all the wood. It is deteriorating, but not badly. Let's go ahead and put our other this thing, we'll put that right about there. We do want our other table. Where did my other table go? I had two. I had more than two. That medicine's got to be hauled. This has got to be hauled in. This has got to be hauled in. We'll get a decent haul day in here in just a minute, but right now this is a little bit more important. As long as we don't turn the ship on, we don't have to worry about raids just yet either. Alright, let's see how. Alright, so we need one more heating unit over here. And then let's go ahead and put down some torch lights. So that way at least everybody's got lights in their rooms. So there, we can cancel that one. And it also gives off a little bit of ambient heat. Okay. Okay. So we absolutely have to have stuff. All right, let's look and see what all has been going on while I've been doing that. We've got a smoke spewer, like menagerie, for infinite chem reactor. 23 hours. Smoke region, there's an enemy outpost guarded by 8 wasters, 11 turrets, and 1 waster to defend the site. But that's an infinite chem reactor. Everybody over here is doing fine. Let's see what else is over here. Worth going? All my singaphages are at the house, so if something goes tits up, I won't have an immediate way of getting them back. But their death rest is over. I could send them back home. They're building this over here. We're good on food. Let's go ahead and grab this. We're going to accept with Ryan's an Archon. They're an Archon. Francis is only a freeholder. Except with Francis. Alright, let me get my Singyphages back home. And clear all of these out. Yep, alright. That's Lou. And Ryan. Get them back home. And Epsilon is still getting hypothermia. Hush. Where's my hushy boy? Is messed up. Epsilon. Put you in here. Alright, there's the smoke spewer. And there are my pods, which we'll take a look at now. Alright, they're right outside. Alright, let's get my Singyphages home. And then we'll go do the smoke spewer. That should give my people enough time to get stuff built and hauled. We'll put haul orders in before we go. Alright, you two get to far skip all the way to the menagerie. And that's Hush having that extreme break risk. We'll get him some tea. He'll be fine. He'll be perfect. Oh, and they spawn like right next to the house too. So that means we can use Ryan's jumpy to get everybody where they need to go. 11 people. +1 plus an additional threat. Let's just go ahead and take our top line. Move them out here. We'll go ahead and go. I'm not even going to do a caravan for them. I'm just going to send them. I can't send them unless there's somebody there. Shoot. That's right. Can I load them up in a spaceship shuttle? Didn't shuttle? Too many. It's gonna be too many people. Let's change that. Let's do 5 in there. The rest in there. It may not be too heavy. While they're loading up, we're gonna do this. Hushy boy, I'm gonna get you somebody to get you some Psychite tea. Like pronto. 3. And then we're going to put a haul urgently on everything. Alright. Orders. Haul urgently. All the things, guys. Go, go, go. Alright. Contents. Mass is good. Let's go ahead and drop those out of there. That needs chem fuel. You guys getting the shuttle. That shuttle should still have chem fuel, yeah. Alright, we can launch. Oh, you bastard. It's gonna do this shit today. Perfect. Alright, we'll wait till they land. We will go and kick ass. Alright, they're there. Alright, pause that. Go back over here. We have a little bit over mass, so I gotta drop a person. Lisa can stay. Launch. Oh yeah, that should be fine. No, let's put the ships there. Alright, I want you guys to get back in said ship. Alright, we gotta wait for them to time out. Probably should have looked at where the turrets were. One hour. Well, we got cover. Jasmine, go say hello to them. And you too. You know what? We're going to take my people out. Let's see. Who's got what? Lily's got our trooper squad too. Call them out as well, and then we're going to take our guys and pull them down here. Make sure everybody's drafted. I think that was it. Now we just got to knock out the turrets. Jasmine, I want you to be coagulated. Where's my coagulate skill? Where'd it be? There you are. Go ahead and coagulate Jasmine because she's a little hurties. And these guys should go take out the turrets, but we'll help. Beautiful. Knock out their power. They can't attack. Ooh, it's a ambush. How big's the ambush? Not too bad. Do want to pull you guys back though. Let's let our allied friends handle this bit. Well, looks like they're mechs too. All right, you guys can go around and go ahead and knock out the rest of the power supplies. Let's try some turret versus turret. Let's see if anybody's too bad hurt. Alright, I don't think so. my guys at? There they are. Alright, Ryan. Let's go and get you quite late. Don't think it's really bad. I think we just have a couple of boo-boos. And those guys are unpowered. So there, there, and there. They're going for the other turret. So as ambushes go, that wasn't a bad one. Alright, that is solid cap. Some food. Alright, that means the smoke spewer is down here. Get it destroyed. Go ahead and unforbid everything on the map. I don't believe we'll be able to take much home. Don't think we need much at home either. Alright, you guys can demolish the smoke spewer. Perfect. Alright, so we're going to take you guys, get in the shuttle. You guys, get in this shuttle. You go home. Alright, contents. One of you guys needs to get out of there. Precious, go. Load up in this one. Alright, and we send them home. I really need to get the ship thingies where they need to go. By ship thingies, I mean ship spots. We just got to color them. Alright, zoom in, make sure everybody's going to be okay. I don't have any major medical emergencies. I've just got a small break risk, and that's not even here. That's over there. Because we need a Festivus spot. Archaeology. It's probably going to be disrespected because it's not floored, so let's get some floors in here super quick. And we have thrombos on the base. Hush, can you please? Oh, I gotta cancel the haul urgently on that one. As soon as this park is finished, Epsilon will be perfectly fine. I won't have to worry about them anymore. How's the temperature in here? 9 and 10. How's the temperatures in here? They're going to be a little hot. So let's make sure we expand this zone here. It looks like most of our resources have been hauled in. They're still hauling in a couple of things. We can cancel the hauling on these guys. We can cancel the hauling on these as well. And these two. Yep, so that just means that we're just hauling in the wood. Power. Those only take steel and components. So I think we're good for the moment. We've got wood. We need, it's going to be our dining area. That's going to be our there. This will be our fabrication room. We'll move that over there eventually because we won't need a throne room over here either. So I'll make sure that everybody's got beds. A sneaky suspicion somebody is sleeping without a bed. Hush, how did you get in that bed? That's for unassigned. Chris Moss, close. So that needs to go to Hush. Captain's there. Yep, I'm missing beds somewhere. Alright, bedroll. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, it says we've got all of them. So that means we need to make some more. Furniture. Bedroll. Oh, make that elephant leather. Bedroll there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now I've got 12 colonists. One more bedroll and we'll move it later. Hush is feeling a whole lot better. I'll have him do that. Martina's working on that. Chris can't craft to save his ass, so that just leaves Captain's a good crafter. It's also been over an hour since the start of the stream, so I'm going to go and take a quick walkie break. I will be right back. So I probably need some more ice for my Coke. Medical emergency. Let's take a look at that. I think I know what that is, though. our employee biological provider in one of our underdarks is, yep, she needs psychic tea. And I'll take care of that. Looks like we may be out of components here. So let's get that fixed real quick while I'm thinking about it. Let's set that to load. Components. Let's send down 30. And that should be good. And we're also really good on steel right now. So unless my people start going idle, we should be fine. Alright, let's take that parka and put it on Epsilon because I know it's done. I just gotta find the damn thing. There it is. Alright, so let's go ahead and put down the rest of our stuff. And we'll get some production going on for some stone. There's my other table. There's, I knew we had another one. That there. We probably do need to put in a kitchen table just so we can have pemmican production. But I don't think we'll need more than one. We'll go ahead and deconstruct that one there. A little bit of beauty there. And then I want the psychite tea to be where people can, no, that's a bookshelf. I don't want a bookshelf. I need a small 1x1 shelf. Where is it at? Small shelf. And we'll put the psychite tea here. Storage, clear all. Psychite tea. And we'll put that to critical. Okay, my people are warm, my people are protected, my people have roofs. Stone production. Let's go with windstone cutter table for now. We want that close to the entryway. Put one there, and oh, can't because that's that's right. We gotta get what is that? Heavy bridges. Right, then bills. Make any stone clocks, details, do forever, details, drop on 4. Copy that. Pull that copy. Now, unless that's a trader from here, we're not worrying about trades right now. Because we've got to get this started. And this is just the setup. This is as bitch basic, keep my people safe and happy kind of stuff. So it is expanded starter base. We got to look at what we're going to do for defenses. We got to look at what we're going to do for the outer wall. What else? What else? Defenses, outer wall. I do want to put a maze corridor through there. But I'll probably do the 2 wide instead of the 1 wide, because sometimes putting the maze corridors up with a lot of doors the way I have it, well, I'll show. Instead of just talking about it, I'll show. So these things right here, sometimes it stops people from bringing animals in and out. I had to put a series of doors down here because even though that's considered a straight shot, For some reason, and it's probably because my game is running so long, the AI is having a hard time tracking through to get my people in and out. It works great for enemies, but for like bringing animals in and stuff, I needed an actual extra set of doors. So I'll beat you. There's a spot here for you. There's a spot here for you. You can even sit in my lap if you want to. Silly kitty. So we'll probably do a 2-wide corridor with no doors. So way I don't. Oh, that is a trade here. I need that trade. Who is my best social here? Let's look. So social is going to be best ward, and Hush is my best guy. Hush, let's go trade. And it's Taya, so they should want most of our elephant leather too. We can hope. See right there, it says we have 20 advanced components on our base. Where the fuck are they? I'm gonna buy them anyway. Plasteel, we can sell those. Persona Core, I'm gonna keep. Let's grab one of those books. We're gonna sell off those. Perfect. Good. They also have yak, so we can use for meat, but we don't need to at the moment. Right now, having silver is more important. Now, it said we had 20 advanced components. We do. Okay, they're finally there. I don't know why I did not show that last time, but that is going for a fabrication bench. As soon as I can say, build it. All right, there's our other one of those. Production... fabrication bench. It's going to go right up there. Miscellaneous. Let's do a ground penetrating scanner. We need one of those. We do, because we're going to run out of steel and other resources. Let's put that there. So that's 4 and 6. That's 10 of our 20. That'll work. We're going to add a comms console so we can begin trading if we have one over here. Right there. Try to expand that zone a little bit. I want to work that, get that done. Let's get these built first and see where we're setting on components and steel. That is Timekeeper's Dynasty. And keeping tigers. That's not going to be an issue. I just need to make sure that they're set for home. What do we want for that? Let's do it for the honor. Kiki. Victoria. Alright, that's that. Tigers have spawned. Alright, you. Get them trained up, and we'll keep them in there. So we train the husky. Alright, so they're going to be safe. of 60. Means the room's not impressive enough. We can fix that as soon as we get some floors down. These aren't connected to power yet, so they should be fine. I don't think anything can reach that wood generator. Alright, need a meditation spot. That's easy enough to fix. Alright, we need to get the rest of our seating installed. That's a steel table. We can deconstruct that for the bits. Alright, then I need to make sure all of my people are weaponed up, because somebody's dropped their charge lance. I'm betting it was Hush. Nope, he's got the minigun. Beers, just because I have my notebook out does not mean you get to sit on it. What was I at? Lando's got his weapon. Evans. Evans does not. Evans is a melee, so that's going to be her mono sword. Moss dropped her weapon. She's a shooty girl. At 12, so let's give her the sniper. Chris is a melee, so that's his Zoots. We've got enough for everybody to grab turret packs. We need to make sure we're making pants, button down shirts. Make one. Get pants. Do until you have one. Details don't count equip. That's correct. Anything above 50 HP. No, I think I've got them set to 60. Alright, button down shirt. Quality of 60 or higher. They don't have headwear. Let's make a robe for Chris. Do until you have one. Details at 60 or better. Clothes. Let's go ahead and unassign that to Chris. I think I put Chris in armor because he was freezing to death. That robe is not going to keep him warm enough. Shoot. Alright, well at least we'll have a spare when he's ready. Get all those hauled in. And then we need a steel floor there. Heavy bridge. Now let's see what we got to work with. We've got 102 bits of steel with more steel out here, I'm sure. Yeah, we haven't hauled any of that in yet. Let's go ahead and get that mined. Mine that vein. I have a little bit more down here. Mine this one out. Mine that. Mine these out. Then we need to clear that too, but that can wait. Alright, next thing we're going to do is we're going to get our main power supplies up and protected, which means that we need to use our first bit of stone that's being created to wall these in. Let's start with this one. Structure, what do we have for bricks? 220 limestone bricks, okay. Do this here. Here. Not there. And then we're going to make sure that that does not get roofed. That'll do. Let's go ahead and get some of this hauled in, but not all of it. There. Okay. Whew. So, power's next. Comfort, unburnable walls are after. Floors. than sustainable food. Hey, Mommy, good morning.
Good morning.
You sleep good?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, love you.
I love you too. Let me know if you're running out of tea.
Okay, well, I'm going to get you some tea right now, so I'll let you know.
Do you want me to go get it for you?
You can.
I'm going to get my mama some tea. I will be right back.
Yep.
Beerus, you're in charge of the comms.
I'll make weird noises.
You're welcome, Mama. It never fails. Anytime I have my notebook out, my cats plonk their ass right on top of it. Scoot.
That's how we roll.
Yeah. No, I get it. I do get it. They're little chaos gremlins. Expensive
Ass
chaos.
plunking required.
Expensive. Very expensive. Chaotic monsters. Where's that? No, don't worry about that. That or that or that. Okay. Medical emergency on who? Oh, these guys probably need... Nope. They also need some psychite tea. Do I want... Let's check and see if they're worth it. Are they already turned? Oh, they're not turned yet. So we do have to give them some tea. They're not allowed to die unless they're one of my people. And then looks like I forgot to set them to convert. We can do that right now though. Eastwood, convert. I also need to haul that gun out of there urgently. Bex has already been converted. I think no. Not converted either, okay. There we go. That should do it. Eastwood, I wanted to knock the fuck out and put them up because it's going to take them a while. They're a perfect pawn. Warren, will you please work on Eastwood super fast? We'll get them in a cryptosleep cabinet, and they're going to be potential colonists. So. Alright, then I want you to carry them to cryptosleep cabinet. I'm very lucky they didn't wake up and decide to take that gun and shoot people with it. Alright, back to our shipyard. Fire break is installed. Power is run, so we're going to go ahead and select all those and allow those to be built. And that should get that started at least. At least we'll get our power run. Also want some more. I want those hauled urgently. for sure. Warren and Issa are social fighting. What started that? Issa called Warren a bandit. No, that'll do it. There's a way to make my people not be mean to each other, but I couldn't at it because the other things are more important. Like, you know, being immune to toxic fallout and have perfect immunity and not eat every 10 minutes. So they still fight.
Me too.
Yep. I can see you just starting shit for fun. I do that too. I do that with my sister a lot. She's just so cute when she's upset. Her little eyebrows wrinkle. And she gives you this death glare. It's adorable. It's one of my favorite things to do. I'll do it with the nibblings too. Oh, it's just so much fun. If you can't fuck with the people you love and get a good little giggle out of it, what's the point of living?
Sure.
Though I think technically that makes me the troll of the family, but I don't care.
Sure.
Not bad for an hour and a half. We can make it better though. But good news is we've got time. Bad news is I allotted 10 years for this because I thought we'd have to build the ship from scratch. And we don't have to. So technically, we can go ahead and set the run to go. I could probably wing it and get everybody sent off. But I don't want to work. I don't want to run it like that. Come on, buddy. You were all over the place. He got up and he was on my notebook. I moved him to a spot on my right side, which he normally likes. And he got up after I plonked him down, went to go sit in the box. I got him a little cardboard
And you
box.
found out he was lying to you.
He's definitely lying to me because he's right back up in my lap. Yep. So I've got one cat that loves paper bags, and I've got one cat that loves boxes. So I've got both a paper bag and a box in my floor for them to play in. And I'll let you know, at 3 o'clock in the morning, a cat tearing up a cardboard box is a little scary, waking you up from a flat sleep. Until you realize, oh, wait a minute, cats. Alright, low male drone. I have a soother that I'm going to have to use for this because I cannot afford brakes. Where is it at? Did I already use it? Don't think I did. Nope, there it is. I just got to set it off. Epsilon. And that offsets any of the potential bad moods there. This is important. Alright, so we're doing good on bricks. Let's get our secondary power up. Again, structure. Do we have enough limestone now? 97. Zone. If even though it's stone around, so it can't catch on fire, if you roof over a geothermal power, it gets insanely hot in there, like over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. So you got to make sure that that stays unroofed. Then let's go to the power. That's still being run. That's being run. Yeah. That's going to take a hot minute. Let's go ahead and get some more of the steel hauled urgently. But not all of it, just those bits there. Won't give us time to get some more bricks done. These also can all be deconstructed. It should be close to time for us to get our first raid on this base as well. Oh, there's a fifth one out there I didn't know about. Thought there were only 4. There's 5. We're still good on meat, but I'm going to take a look and see what we got for wildlife. Go ahead and get the easy stuff. Probably the muffalos. The great wolf and the warg we're not going to hunt. We'll let the predators eat each other, and then we'll just go out and collect the corpses. Very, very lazy way of doing that, but it's also very safe to do that as well. Zan and Hush are sharing a bedroom. That's fine for now. We'll move Epsilon into the storage unit once everything's warmed up. And put the notebook over here. Put the pen up where it belongs because everything has a spot. Muffalo is being attacked and being harmed. Do I have to worry? That's Martina. No, I do not have to worry. Martina is one of my best shots. Everybody's ragging on the Martina, but Martina is amazing. I'm gonna miss all of my crew because everybody here has been with me for a long time. We'll take a look and see how long everybody's been. Martina, are you not gonna haul the muffalo? Haul the muffalo. Martina's been with us for, let's see how long she's been a colonist. 49 years. Zan's been with us for 47 years. Binks has been a colonist for 47 years. I don't know, that's still Zan. Binks. Binks has been a colonist for 39 years. Zoya is one of the newer ones, so she hasn't been here for very, very long. She's still been here 23 years. Brienne has been with us for 45 years. Hush, 42. We already looked at Martina. Chris has been with us for 45 years. Lando is one of the newer kiddos. He's been here for 33. Evans. Give me Evans. Evans has been here for 22. Moss. Moss was our first kid, so she's been here 50 years. And Chris, 46. And then Epsilon has been our housemaid for a long time. Time as a colonist hosted, time as a prisoner, time in bed. Oh, it actually doesn't show how long they've been a housemaid for. Huh. Okay. But they're also one of our oldest housemaids too. Got a party going on. Don't want to interrupt that. Those are important. Look at our power lines. And they're all crammed into one itty bitty bedroom. So with 4, potentially 5 geothermal powers, we should have enough to power the ship. I do want to put a conduit break on there. Fuck off, bot! I'll smush. Ban, motherfucker. Out of my chat. Hate bots.
They hate you too, don't worry.
Yeah, I know. I'm just, does it ever work though? I mean, do they ever actually get people to do that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But if it's not effective,
Have they ever captured you?
fuck no.
Well, I guess it hadn't never worked.
Then why continue?
Because they're communists. They do what they're told.
Ah, that makes sense. Well, it makes more sense than don't anyway.
But it's called the CCP. The last two, or the second letter, the second C, is the word communist.
What's the
Chinese Communist Party.
party? Yeah. Well, you know how everybody buys, shit off of Temu and Amazon that's made overseas,
Mhm.
and people just immediately plug it into their computers. I'm a little bit leery of that stuff because there's no telling what's actually inside the components for those.
That's the reason I have never downloaded TikTok.
I had TikTok and then I lost it and I couldn't get my account back. And then when I tried to go back into it, all it showed me was naked people. I'm like, fuck this. I'm done. YouTube doesn't hardly ever show me naked people. Just every once in a while, you'll get the random. What the fuck are? Oh, never mind. That's what they're doing. Yeah, dislike, unfollow, or what is it on the shorts? You just dislike and don't show me this content again. What are you doing, cat? You're being all over the place this morning. Your brother's over there sleeping in his window. And now it's the slow building process. Because I've got people hauling stuff and they've got to get these power lines run. And then we can work on some beautification tactics. Like floors and heaters. Scrumple, scrumple, scrumple. No. You wanted to annoy me, now I get to annoy you. That's how it works.
Drugs, cocaine, meth.
That's
how it works.
I've already had my stimulants for the morning. And I'm not going to give my cats any stimulants. Oh my goodness. I cannot even imagine. They could...
Oh, you can imagine.
Oh yeah, that's why they're not getting any.
Imagine.
These guys get enough of the 3 a.m.
You ever seen a
zoomies.
cat fuck a tree?
No.
How about squirrel? You ever seen a squirrel fuck a tree?
I've seen a squirrel fuck on a tree, but I've never seen a squirrel fuck a tree. I've seen a dog hump a tree once, but dogs.
A lot of people mistake woodpeckers for squirrels, or vice versa, because one of the squirrel mating calls is he slams his nuts against a tree.
Ooh.
Repeatedly.
Fucking ow.
Yeah. times. To each their own.
I did not know that. That can all be deconstructed too. All the resources we can. Don't think we've got enough limestone. We don't. Have some limestone chunk on this? Maybe we will. Grab those, get those in. And the wood's going to be fine out there for a little while. Wood floors may not be a bad idea for now, but we've got to get the power up first before I do any more comfort items. That says my pen is not enclosed. Where's my pen not enclosed? There's something in the way. Somewhere. No. You silly thing. How is my pen not enclosed? I did this the other... Ah, there. That's why. Let's get that fixed. Got animals wandering away. And that definitely needs a holiday. It looks like I still got my terrain affordance on. Let's turn that off. Definitely need a holiday. Alright, everybody's back home. And that's the reason why I've done the infrastructure so well in all the bases, because we don't have to sit here and babysit them anymore. These are fully functioning colonies. And we're right at 408,000 units of kibble. I do want to do a quick hunt out here. Let's just do the ones that aren't going to tag for attacks. That way I don't have to get back here. But 408,000 units of kibble is actually really, really good. I also have freaking goats and dromedaries. How the hell do I have goats and dromedaries in here? Well, we're going to take care of those. There we go. No more goats. No more dromedaries. Get the crow. And elephants here. And go ahead and get those two. And how are we doing on lizard skin? Still not enough to get all the beds done, but I knew that was going to be a long order. Let's go ahead and get our floors done in here as well. Outer quarter to inner corner. We're just redoing these in the hex tiles. That way my people are a little bit happier. And then we'll repaint those when that's done. That'll give them plenty to work on while we work on everything else. Okay. Let's see how the power lines are going. It should be close to being done. Almost. Now, I want to turn a power switch on here. So let's get a power switch here. Get that done. Captain, I do want you to work on that as soon as you're done. The ship pulling power is going to be very, very, very bad until we get everything set. Because the ships take a ton of power. We also already have the crypto cabinets already done. We've got 18 and we have 12 colonists going. So we have room to add more people if we need to. We shouldn't need to though. I also have room to put people in if they get stuff like dementia. They start, you know, doing stuff that we can't heal. Cellular degeneration. We'll be able to stuff them in their crypto sleeves. We'll be one member down, but they won't die until they're in space. Dang it. No dying until you're in outer space, buds. Protecting a king. Oh, protecting a knight. That one's really not for anything that we really want either. Now, Hush is here, so we can go ahead and get a Faces of Time as well. Let's get a art production bench down. It's all going to be made out of wood for the moment, but we will fix that later. Something that needs to be fixed now. Art bench. Have this as our main production room, and we'll turn this into something else. Maybe expand it, make a really nice living room and recreation area in here. Very small, very simple base. We'll get some storage in, we'll get some floors in, but first, before we do anything else, we've got to get this power up and running. I wonder if I can talk my sister into trying to make pierogies. I would never be able to make one because it's just definitely out of my area of expertise for sure. But we had a Kroger at the bus stop when I was in elementary school. And they had, when Kroger still had the really good deli, they had pierogies in there. They had the sweet and the savory ones. So fucking good. Transport pod crash. We haven't had one of those in a while. Alright, he's from Taya. Let's fix him up. Thank you, Beerus. That absolutely belonged in the floor, bud. Let's patch him up. Stop the bleeding, tend him up, and because we can't keep them, they'll have to survive on their own. 2 wounds tended. Let's take a look at your health. Cracks. Nothing else. Yep, you're gonna have to survive on your own, my dude. That's the best we can do. Live or die, it's up to you. I know she probably won't make the sweet ones, and I couldn't eat the sweet ones anyway. But maybe the savory ones. Like the ham and cheese or chicken and cheese pierogies are so good. I just have zero idea on how to make them. Are you finally going to settle down over there? Maybe.
What?
My cat. He got in a spot.
Drugs?
No. I mean, yes, we do need to get greenhouses down and start producing drugs too. But right now, we're good on Psychite tea, but that's going to be the first crop I need to get up. But I can't do any of that until I have power. I could go ahead and get Chris to mine out that other area there. Because we're going to leave the northern end as where we're going to have our kill box and our trap corridors, and everything else will be walled in. Alright, that is waiting on components. Hush is doing things. Captain, can I get you? Oh, he's already on the geothermal. Good job. Alright, Epsilon is making food bills. Let's cancel those. Work. Epsilon. Let's take a look at his list. We don't have any animals to handle. Cooking is good. Don't have any fishing. Let's go ahead and move the fishing off everybody's list. I want you to craft one, haul one, clean one. You know, I want you doing anything else but crafting, cleaning, and hauling, bud. Unless you're one of my best cooks. You're not. Okay. Now, temperature is slowly climbing up because it's spring, so we're going to go ahead and put an aircon unit in here. It's a very small building, so we should be able to keep that relatively cool with just one cooler. But I do have enough space if we need to add another. Martina, can I get you to deconstruct that as soon as you're done eating? Cooler temp. I might want to go ahead and put in 2. I might better. Go ahead and put in 2. Just to be on the safe side. So work on the coolers, please. Because right now, that elephant meat is the only thing standing between my colonists and starvation. So we really, 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 really want to make sure that that stays nice and frozen. Because if it doesn't, my people starve, they break, and then there goes my colony. Because it's all made out of wood. If I have 2 people go on a fire starting spree, we are fucked. So keep the food cold. Cold food. And then I need at least one person to do the scanner. All right, we're going to set that to -2. That one's -0. And it does look like we have power. Fan-fucking-tastic. Beautiful. All right, now we need batteries. We'll put the batteries probably down here. Drifters requesting alms. Buddy, I don't have any alms to give you. Not happening today. Alright, so now that the power's run, we need to do a couple things really, really fast. First thing we need to do is get the inside of this comfortable. So we need heaters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at minimum. We also need to put in vents here and here. The hallways as well. We can try to keep that ambient a little bit better. Alright, so let's get some vents. And we'll vent there and there. Vent there and there. It's the only one that doesn't need a vent. Bedrooms already have vents. Nice. Alright. I don't want to run the psychiatric addiction on homicidal. That's fine. We'll get him fixed. Almost forgot. GK needs to infect Arya with the perfect bonded singiphages. Are you ready to infect? Yes, you are. Where's my meat? Alright, Wicked's there. GK, you will implant genomes in Wicked, and then all of my singiphages are perfectly bonded. And perfect singiphages. That took for fucking ever to get all the xenogerms for. The hold up there was death rest. Took over 20 years to get the death rest. Alright, so there's a conversion on Bex. So let's take a look at Bex and see what we need. Night Owl, Tough, and a Brawler. And they're, oh, anyway, that's Hector. Hector? Crafting. Alright, they go into, GK, did you infect your honey bunny and leave her on the ground? You did! Dude. What a bowl. Alright. Bex is one of the ones that I wanted to keep for a housemaid. So we're going to go ahead and anesthetize and put them in talent farm. Alright. That. And that. Issa should be able to do doctoring. And can you operate? Yes, you can. Good, good, good. I'm going to get the ovum. We're going to get them knocked out. We're going to put them in the talent farm. She's already anesthetizing. Good job, Issa. Alright, carry them to crypto sleep. And then your job is done. Alright, we got some tattered apparel over here on Zan. I know about Zan. He needs another array headset, and right now he doesn't have one. Okay, so that is enough power for right now. Good. We just need more bricks. People are working on those. Let's get the wood hauled in. And then next thing we're going to do, now that we got power, we are going to work on some comfort items. We want those moods up. Nope, that's my mom texting me. What does she need? Okay. Doesn't need nothing at the moment. Alright, there we go. Bijou, you're an ultimate brat today, just so you know. All the bratums. Okay, so not everybody sit on Hull urgently, or they shouldn't be. Let's double check that. Yeah, I only have a few people sit to Hull urgently. That's good. The artwork is in. Let's make a Faces of Time. But we also need a light in here. And a mad raccoon! Light there. Just a little bit of light. Some extra ambient heat. And we're going to throw some heaters in here, up here. Let's see. Temp. Heater, heater, for sure. There are two there. Throw a heater here. We'll need one there. I also want to make sure that that is turned off. So that way the ship is not powered. We do not want any power to the ship. Am I sure that's all the stuff we need for the ship? Ship computer core, reactor, sensor cluster. Oh, that is everything. This is a fully done up ship. So we don't have to do anything. That also means that Persona Core is going with us out in outer space. We got one for our victory shrine. And it's already built. I just need to get it colored and awesome. We got right a little bit less than an hour left to go. So I want to get this as stable as I can, which means we need to go ahead and get this mined out and get the greenhouses constructed and built. So let's go orders. I'm going to mine all this out. I am going to put some supports down just in case shit gets hinky. And it may, I don't know if there's any heavy roofs under there. And I don't want to assume and get my people smushed. I've done that before. Smushed. I've smushed a colonist to the point where there was nothing left to resurrect. It was just a blood smear. This is the definition of an oops moment there. No, you don't. You get back to building that, sir. I think we will do wood floors for the moment. I don't think those are roofs up there. Let's double check. No roofs. Okay, we're good. That I don't even want to play with. Those immediately get supports because we're going to be building right over it, so it should be fine. All right, we don't have to worry about the power. And we really don't have to worry about the soil because everything is dirt there. It should be. If it's not, we'll need to drop down some hydros, which means I need to get components started. DNT have X. We want to make sure we don't have less than 50 at any given time. So we're good on components for the moment, so I should be able to put as many down as we need to, and we'll look at the terrain as soon as we get those rocks moved. Excuse me. Wood floor is there. We'll put in the ideology floor in the shrine or in the chronometer. I think it also needs pillars in there, but I'm not. I think that's when we get the faces of time here. Details, I want only Hush to work on that. And we don't want it made out of wood either. Rah, excuse me. No steel, no wood. We've only got a little bit of blocks. Let's try for marble if we can, because I don't have anything built out of marble at the moment. And haul these little bits of marble in. And then Epsilon should be immediately working on more bricks. Good. I don't really have much of an option for bricks here, I don't believe. We've got marble, which is good. We've got limestone, I know. What's the third type of stone? Got some granite, but it's not native. Let's see, marble, limestone. Just looks like it's marble and limestone. Okay, not bad. Marble's a good block to build with. It's not as tough as granite, but it's more pretty. I don't care about them travelers. They ain't mine. Alright, so that is stone floor down there. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do is that we're going to go ahead and get a sun lamp radius from the Underdark has one. Rare thumb rose, an area revealed. So let's just see. Plan. That's an 11 by 11. 2, 2. Alright. Let's go here. Right, we don't want it to interconnect with the wall, so alright, it's middle point there. So 11 by 11. I should have this pattern memorized by now, but I don't. All right, and then it's 2 wide, 2 wide. Put 4. There's 2 there. Those connect. How did I mess that up? I didn't. Or did I? Because I have to add in one for the wall. Got it. And that's 2, 2. It's in the third, so that's 5. 5, 5. Okay. I'm missing a 1 there. 2. Okay, so that's the corner bit. All right, let's go back. Wrong one. So many tabs open. Right there, so that's the interior. The exterior wall goes here. Shambler's Approach. It's not terrible. And that wall meets there. Perfect. All right, let's see where that's at. Oh, did that activate? Did those activate that? I don't think it did. So shamblers don't trigger sleeping mechs. That's good to know. Where are you? Where did you go? Oh, Traveler's harmed. Yeah, that'll do it. And then that's not a threat. Shambler Horde would be a threat. So that's the one where they immediately come for walls, but these guys, perfectly fine. All we got to do is leave them alone. Yep. Let's go back over here. Check and see if the wildlife has regenerated. Oh my. Look at all of those Muffalos, but we don't have time to hunt them today. Maybe they'll stay around long enough. Alright, so we want to take this copy. We want to copy it and paste it as many times as we can. So let's go... copy selection. Perfect. And we're just going to stack them like Lego blocks. That's actually... I did good there. It was actually fit. Don't have to do anything else to them. Line up evenly with our walls. Good. can also enclose those off and make sure that they've got heaters. That shouldn't be necessary. So it looks like these two can be regular soil, and it looks like that one's going to have to be hydros. And this one has a little bit of the good soil down there. Not a whole lot. Ah, it looks like that's water. We may have to do hydros in each one except this one. Alright, so that one first. Alright, we're finally good on bricks. Let's have that outer... Epsilon's got some chemical damage caused by Sakite tea. As a matter of fact, move this one up just a hair. That there. Move these plants here. Copy this all the way. There. Alright, let's get these built. So we need a door here and here. That's part of the wall. So let's go with structure. Alright, and furniture. Sun lamp in the middle of each. Oh, it looks like somebody triggered the shamblers. That's not a problem at all. Oh, you guys don't get to be in harm's way. Also, more fruit for my trees. Speaking of trees, we need wood over here. Wooders. I'll keep my guys busy for a bit. Look at all those implant genomes. Alright, we triggered that little bit of the horde. We'll go up there and trigger the last bit. Get them all nice and cleaned out. And then also gave us an extra shard. Wonderful. Where did it go? It's in this mess somewhere. We'll find it. Get everything hauled in. More food for my trees. What is that one? That was a dead one. Alright, guys. Go free. We still didn't even trigger that one? No. I guess because there's no line of sight. Alright, so we want to make sure that we only select these over here. Things in visible area. Haul those urgently, and then there's the shard. Make sure those stay forbidden so my guys don't accidentally run over there and get them. And activate that mech cluster. Good to go. Hush is still having a bad time. Why is Hush having a bad time? What's wrong with my Hushy boy? Probably because it's dirty and gross and icky in here. I get it. Let's get this built. Let's get the heaters in. Let's get our first round of psychotropes running. And we're not going to worry about smoke leaf over here, but we are going to make sure we've got psychite tea. We need psychite tea, herbal medicines. What else? Definitely rice, because we're going to make a shit ton of pemmican. But that's a long haul. It looks like maybe well, what am I thinking? 2 years till ship launch. I've slated 10. I've slated till year 60 for all of this, and I don't want to rush, but I also want to make sure that we get infrastructure, usable infrastructure, down as fast as humanly possible, which is what we're doing right here. Now I just need some walls here and here. Some walls there and there. It's about to break. Hush. My poor Hushy boy. What's your problem, buddy? Psychite withdrawal. Go drink a damn psychite tea. What? Wah. They're set to every 3 days to go drink tea. Every 3 days. That one we're going to turn the power off on. Turn the power off on. Put the power on to that one. And we're going to go with power. That one connects there. Just in case I have to run more power in there for the hydroponics. We also need exterior lights, regular lights in here, which we will do. Let me cancel this one and this one. We'll put heaters there. Temp. Heat. Mech hybrid. We're at. Oh, down here. Do you have a tunneler? No tunneler. But there are animals down there. Let's see how we feel about setting off a animal bomb. Feeling pretty decent about it. PSY. Animal pulsar. It's right there. Door, go. Activate the pulsar. And that should take care of all of our risk. We're gonna see. Don't you go outside there right now, Darwin. Oh yeah. They destroyed these guys down here. But I don't want them hauling those just yet. Let me cancel that. Because if they go to haul that, all those animals will attack. I don't mind them getting stuck in there. And they'll all die on our on our traps anyway. I'm good with that. Never underestimate the value of a good bit of animals outside. Just to be safe, we'll just make sure everybody's set to home while they clean all that up. Just in case. Make sure our home zone is adequate. Yeah. Yeah. Looks like we got some passed away thrombos too. That's good. That's a lot of meat. More kibble. Let's turn our mechs off just for a minute. Ellen, Nala, and Queen. Just so they don't accidentally get hurt. Technically, this would be a good time to go and get everybody and get some more meat. Let's do that. Let's do that instead. Let's haul all the dangerous animals up this way. That way we can go ahead and select similar. Haul urgently. Those will die. And they should immediately come up and decide that they want a piece of everybody. And then we'll go ahead and unschedule those because they can go ahead and run everything because we're going to kill everything. Oh, homicidal, you don't have a proper schedule. There we go. Let's fix that. You three can undraft. Do I have any upstairs? No. We have a mad squirrel. Well, that's one way to get some more meats. That'll work. Wildlife. We'll set everything else to hunt. Should be the last one. Make sure we get everything hauled in. Make sure we're not missing any goodies. Don't need to pause my game for that either. All urgently on those. These are dead bodies. Is that everything? You guys done? Yep. Let's see. Everything's either set to haul urgently or hunt. Except the rhinos. Get the rhinos in. What's that there? What else we got? The thrombos can be hauled down. And the cougar. There we go. Alright, more food for the colony. They'll hunt everything else. Everything else will be hauled in. Good deal. Alright, let's go see if we can't get Hush fixed, because Hush is not in a good mood. At all. Let's give them... Nope, I want to anesthetize you. I want to give you a psychite tea. Zoya, can you please operate on Hushy Boy? And then it looks like that is ready to go. I need a roof over that. If it's not roofed already, I think it is though. See indoors, it does. Alright. So we're going to zone this. Growing zone. All of it. We're going to have a couple of late bloomers here. I'm going to set that for a psychite tea. Perfect. Now, how bad's the temperature in here? $69.70. Temperature is good. All right, that's done. That's getting set and situated. That'll also be an airlock there as soon as we get the rest of the wall in. Hush is still... oh, his mood is fantastic. He just needs some food. Let's go let him get a good meal. And we can turn a little bit of this into a hospital. The only medicines that degrade are herbal medicines, so we'll make a little place for those right now. Build a copy of this. Flip. Set that for storage. Clear all. Meds. Just the herbal medicine. Set to preferred. We're still doing excellently well in the meat, but if we get a heat wave, that's going to be less excellent very fast. All right, that's done. That's done. Power's run. Let's get some floors in. We're absolutely going to use wood floors. We're going to use cheap wood floors for the moment. And we're just going to floor up everything. Except there. Because that's there. There. Now we should have enough wood to get this done, but we'll watch this to make sure we do. What's the next step? Okay, power done. Partway done. I've got 3 more geothermals to build. Fabricator's down. Comm console is down, but it's not activated until I put down a miscellaneous. I don't want to do that until we have good stone to store our shit in. Because wooden shelves burn very quickly, very efficiently, and it spread fire at a faster tick than any other, including steel. So we're going to have to redo those, all of those, as soon as humanly fucking possible. Walls have to be changed out first, then floors. We need to get the ideology icon down, which Hush will do as soon as I take him off of construction. Hush, I don't want you to cook, I don't want you to hunt, I don't want you to construct, I don't want you to grow, I don't want you to mine, I don't want you to plant cut. I want you to Art 1, everything else 2, and potentially research. Let's see, how much more can I get done in 20 minutes? A lot, actually. Could probably start the wall conversions soon. And the first thing I want to convert is going to be the freezer kitchen area. Because that's where our most important shit is right now. We can lose everything else and be okay. Even the advanced components. We can lose those and be perfectly fine. If we lose our food, we're fucked. Bulk goods trader, where's that at? Over there. We're not going to worry about that. We are going to make sure everything else gets hauled in. The kibble production is extremely important for this area. Urgently. Let's do a whole urgently on all this. Very, very important. Kill those two. Have an Imperial Trader. I don't think we need to worry about that. So that's a reinforced barrel out there. We're not using mortars. I don't think we need to here. Imperial Trader is here. Are you Imperiums? No, that's the good. we're not going to mess around with those. We got some Outlander pilgrims that have come to remember Tooth's embrace, Tooth's remembrance. Tooth was the pawn that started the very first round of on-site No Mercy. Tooth was one of my best melees. Best melee. She was fucking sweet at it. She was a tough, nimble melee artist, and she was great at it. We had a drop pod raid in one of my exterior greenhouses like this. And I sent her in because there's only like 4 or 5 of the guys. Sent her in thinking, okay, well, you know, she can handle that. One person, no problem. Big problem. Big, huge problem. Big, big problem. I sent her in there forgetting that raiders set fire to shit. So, of course, I didn't think to keep the door open. Me and doors in this game, well, the amount of pawns I've killed because I wasn't paying attention to what doors were open or closed, or which doors I destroyed, are numerous. I've only been playing this game for 5,000 hours. Let her in there, let her go. She gets one down. The rest of them have already started fires. So by the time I noticed that she was getting cooked to death in there, I was trying to bring everybody in to put the fire out, and she went down. Damn. By that point, there was like, the heat in there was over like 2,000 Fahrenheit. There was no putting it out. She was down. I tried to send people in to rescue her, but everybody that went in started crisping immediately. She burnt to a crisp. And that was the very first faction I've ever eradicated, was the Pokanoke. There are no more Pokanoke. They only live in anybody's memory because my Empire series is still up. And that's fantastic. Because the names are all randomly generated for each game. So the odds of anybody ever getting another Pokanoke is extremely rare. So, yep, Pure Fido, same thing. They stole my Iggy. I'm still pissed about that. Stole him. They didn't even ransom him. They just killed him. That's okay though. I got my revenge. And their leader is a glorified Roomba. Let's take a look. They are the last of the Fido. They even have their own xenogerm. They can't sleep. They're not allowed to sleep. Ever. They also have, they eat raw food, very delicate, very not tolerant to stuff. They will live forever because I put them where they don't have any age-related illnesses. And they also have a bliss lobotomy. So they have no brain. No brain. At all. Just wandering around on autopilot. Then I was out and about. And look who I found. I found their mate. And who am I to get in the way of true love? No one. So I kidnapped him, turned him, gave him a bliss lobotomy, gave him the xenotype for the last of the Fear of Fido, and then a day after he woke up, he broke up with her. Rimworld shit. Love it. This game is so good. Alright, 2 conversions I gotta work on since I'm right here. So that's Golis and Arison. Arison, let's look at your bio real quick. Also don't have to pull my game for that. Crafting at a 5 and tough. But that 5 for that crafting is really, really good. And they're plants. I actually want to keep both of these for my talent farm because I have the room. And those are some really good skills for housemaids. Let's go ahead and extract the ovum. Anesthetize there. More bloodlines for us. Let's go with a psychite tea. We're going to anesthetize. And they should get on that pretty soon. Also going to put this for colonists, then back to prisoners. If you kill a prisoner or put them away in the crypto sleeps, their bed stays situated for them. So gotta clear that out every once in a while. Warren, please work on Solus and Tater. I've got them. We'll just wait for them to get up there. Let's see, I don't have any more of my adulting stuff to do today. I got most of it done earlier. Gotta go. We're having pork roast today. Alright, so there's the ovum. Soren, take them to crypto sleep. Oh, I guess they just fed them. Okay. Now we'll put a hull urgently on that. And I do believe the next round of children that we're going to have are going to be bio-created. I think we're going to growth bat them. And then put them down. Because we're a little bit low on manpower. So I say as I look at my fleet of over almost 70 pawns. But we're a little low on manpower over here. And I want at least another good 10 to 20 colonists for each colony. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 10 in. And that's also, if we get done with the ship launch early, I think that's what we'll do. We'll just raise some kiddos. Take a couple days just to be awesome. And, you know, take a couple of years to get them raised right. I also want to play around with some more xenotypes, which that doing that in game puts a pause on it. So I may have to do that out of stream, so that way I'm not running the clock, or not running the clock while we're streaming. Because I do understand, like, having a 2.5 to 3 year series is fucking insane, but it's also what I want to do. So that's what we're doing. The Annihilation run, though, that's going to be fun. I have to think of a cool title for them too. Why are there red things on my map? Oh, because you guys are fighting. Get that shit off my base. Fuck off. Uh-huh. Look at what you did. Damn it. Where's a good... Kaz is a good healer. Kaz, can you please... I gotta draft you, don't I? 10 SK. What even started that? Can I look? Capos subtly scorn SK's hopes and dreams. No, I mean, it's a good reason to fight them, but, you know, make sure you can hold your fucking own. If I ever get into a fight, I'm getting my ass whooped. Done. I haven't fought with anybody since I was a child. There is no way that I can... Depending. If I get somebody that's trying to grab my hair, one, it's not going to work. I don't have any. Two, I mean, if they're doing the girl slappy thing, fuck that shit. I can handle that. But if somebody comes at me with fists, I'm probably getting my ass beat. It's like a 99% probability. If it's not a girl that's doing the fucking girl fighty thing, I'm getting my ass whooped. But if somebody comes with me with a girl fighty thing, you're toast. I know how to punch. I just haven't had to punch anybody ever, and I haven't punched any of my sisters in a long time. Not counting the frog I gave my sister Jerry in the arm a couple of weeks ago. Ooh, those don't count. She didn't even bruise. Alright, got some holes there, some holes there. That's good. Did you drop anything good? No, all of that can deteriorate out there. That's fine. Alright, let's go back. The floors should be completed. They are fan-fucking-tastic. Alright, let's get the kitchen remodeled, and then we'll get some power supplies in. And that's probably going to be all that we can do today, because timer is almost up. And keeping the streams to a 3-hour chunk is actually helping out a lot. I'm getting more interaction on YouTube and some more viewers on Twitch, just keeping it very slow. And then the rewatches are going a lot better. I've got Wild, let's see if I can remember this guy's name, or girl, I don't know who you are, but they're going through each and every episode of my colony from Wind Devil 1 on YouTube. They're going through each and every episode and watching them in order. So I can't drop spoilers, because he asked about Iggy the other day. I'm like, they asked about Iggy the other day. I'm like, no spoilers. I can't tell. But it's really good. I did get the post up on Steam. Reddit is still got me where I can't post, or it'll go to the subreddit. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I think I'm supposed to like comment on other things and get points. I don't fucking know. I'm 45 years old. I shouldn't have to learn this new shit. Damn it. I'm grumpy about it. But it's, as soon as I do, that is going to go up on Reddit. I've got a whole fucking Word document ready to go. And I am posting my episodes in the Steam videos if you guys want to check them out there, with links to all my goodies. Alright, so we're going to have to deconstruct this super fast and get it right up. So we'll have Evans deconstruct it super fast. I got to get floors under there. And I'm going to go ahead and get the good floors under there. It's going to take a hot minute, but we got 14 meals. It shouldn't take that long, and it's only in 9 by 9? 3 by 4. That's 12. It's only 12 squares, so they should be able to get that done pretty quickly. Alright, there's that. Let's go floors. Alright, from here to there. Perfect. Alright, and then... oh, shoot, wrong floor. Hex tile. No, yep, it's gonna be a 4x4 because of the 3x4s. Because of those. Let's see how long it's gonna take them. Shouldn't take them long. And none of this is superheated, so we shouldn't have to worry about it's still going to be refrigerated, so we shouldn't have to worry about stuff going bad. In a little bit of time it's going to take them to do this. I do want hush temporarily on constructing. Binks will not do. It's a skill. Oh, I gotta look at the right thing, don't I? Hush can go on a 4. If he's not working on his statue, he is working on the statue. So that way I know it's done and I won't have to take this up again, and it's going to be perfectly seated. I won't even have to color it or dye it because it's there. And we may end up dyeing the floors because I can't just, it's got to be pretty. Damn it. It's got to be pretty. Also, I probably need one more line down here because the top, you can't floor under it. Come on, guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Beggars desiring charity are not getting any charity for me. Ta-da. Captain and Zoya are on it. Should go pretty quick. Production. Nutrient base dispenser. Flip, flip. Come on, Captain, you can do it. Perfect. All right, let's get this built. And then we can actually deconstruct. We can't deconstruct that until I get power lines down. Can't do power lines until I do walls. So walls first, power lines second. We've already got 2,000 bricks. I'm going to make the walls out of marble. We do have some granite. I may save the granite that we get for the exterior walls. All right, perfect. All right, let's do... We're going to go ahead and deconstruct and then reconstruct here to here. Captain, prioritize the walls. Structure. Marble walls. All right, this should go pretty quick. Got a couple of floors I want to do. I do want to make sure that that is paid for. We got a little bit of dirt floors on the entryways here. I want to make sure that they're covered. That wall and that wall are going to be last because that's where most of our everything is going to go. That's the last one where we have total bleed out of temperature. Is this bit here? That'll be the last. Perfect. All right, let's go here. Deconstruct here and here and here. 12, 13. We may be risking a break there without that. Chris, you can't deconstruct. Evans, Martina, you can. After you eat. Structure. Walls. Walls. Once that's built, I can safely deconstruct that one. Just one. Perfect. It doesn't take long to put together a base, but you really do have to think about the pawn's comfort levels, food preservation, power, infrastructure. Infrastructure is so important in these runs. The way I used to build when I first started, it was all kind of willy-nilly. You know, oh, I need this. Oh, I need that. Oh, I need this. But once you play, and you play for a good bit, you know what infrastructure is imperative and which ones you can kind of put off until later. the first thing is to make sure that your pawns are as comfortable as you could possibly make them, because if you notice, we had a lot of breaks. We had like 6 or 7, 8. We had 8 mental breaks just getting here and getting everything set up. That doesn't happen in a beginner world because you have a lot of people whose expectations are set to really low. So it gives you a little bit of a buffer. But my colonists have been in the lap of luxury. They have had their every need catered to. So going from that to this is it's going to be a little bit stressful for them. And that's just the way it is. So comfortable places for your pawns, some decent recreation, and like I said, I've only got a chess table and I've got 2 ring tosses down. That's it. Third is temperature. If they're hot, make sure they got a place to cool off. If they're cold, make sure you have heat sources. Speaking of heat sources, we can go ahead and deconstruct one of those. Then you want to make sure that you have a food option. Nutrient paste is really, really good for pawns. They get a -4 debuff for eating it unless you have the correct ideology for it, which I don't. So I just take that negative debuff and I give them better things so that way they're not quite so pissy about it. Again, if you put their ideology to, I think it's Technist. Let's see, what do we got for ideologies? Let's see who's got one. Transhumanist. This one right here allows eating NutriPaste, but you also have things that they have to have. Biosculpting, sleep accelerators, neural charges. I've run a transhumanist base before, and it's really fun. It's really fun. You got ways to immediately heal your pawns up. You got ways to de-age them so your pawns can live into infinity without making them blood-sucking vampires. It's really, really good. Ideology is in my top 3 of the DLCs because it's a good tool to help regulate your pawns. And pawn regulation is also very, very important because if you get a pawn, like right now, once the base is built and everybody is, suboptimally comfortable, if I get 2 people that are on a fire spree with a wooden base, done. We're completely fucked. So your pawns needs and moods absolutely count. And then these are all my babies, and they're about to go out into space to a glitter world where they will live happily and healthily, and they will never ever die. I'm trying to convince myself that I'm not space euthanizing them, but I know that's what's happening. But I can't watch these pawns die. I can't do it. And if I leave them here, I will turn them into singyphages, or I will make them immortal mechs, or I will, adjust their genes. So I've got to get them off planet because I can't watch them die, and I can't have them staying around because right now we're at the point where everybody is some type of relation. I didn't do what I did last time with the Empire. I didn't give them all one baby daddy, so they're all related. I have spread out the genes for a while, but now we're getting to the point where everybody's interrelated, and right now we're in the 6th gen. So I need new natives. Part of my rule is I can't have but 10 natives. I can't get rid of 4. My OGs and Ryan, because he's married and mated to one of my OGs. I can't get rid of those. So I've got 6 people that I can bring in as recruits once these guys are gone. And we need that. I've also been harvesting every freaking ovum I can from all of our prisoners and anybody that stayed, so that way I can have some more genetic diversity. They're all going to get some version of the Centurion Xenogerm because they're my babies, and I don't want them to, get, hurt or sick. I'm also really excited about having perfect immunity because I'll never have to do penocycline again because it makes you immune to every disease. But to do that, I need new blood. So we're going to say goodbye to these 6, and you wouldn't think that 6 additional pawns would make a difference. The 6 additional pawns absolutely make a difference, especially if they're female, because and then those 6 can have up to 3 babies apiece in a different bloodline. Right now we're kind of even on the boy girls. I think I have like 5 more girls than I do boys, but that will also change once we start having babies again. And then there are some people that just absolutely hate each other and they'll never mate up, which is perfectly fine. Yes. So I've got plans, longevity plans, all these good things. That's done. And we just hit our 3-hour timer. So that's where I'm going to leave it with you guys. Thank you so much for coming to hang out. Thank you, Cages, for coming and giving me some funny commentary. Always enjoy it when you guys get on here and chat with me while I stream. And on that note, I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Love you guys. See you. Bye. Say bye, Cages. It's the mucus probably minded again. All right. Bye, guys.